In a household, the family always deals with questions on budget and spending. Questions like, what do we need? How do we earn the money? How much do we already have? What do we spend it on? When and where do we buy the things we need? Were we able to buy everything we needed last month? Did we spend our money wisely last year? These questions seem all too common. But not asking and not dealing with these simple questions can lead to very dire consequences. However, keeping all these simple questions in check, the family's money can be efficiently allocated to meet all the family members' needs. Think of your government like a household, only bigger. It has to go through the same process in managing its family members' resources. Every citizen is a family member. Every citizen's need is a concern of the whole country. This process is called the Public Finance Management, or PFM. In a family, the parents' work and their combined income constitute the whole household's asset. The government, on the other hand, gets its money from various sources, including income, business and other taxes, loans and aid from donors, and multilateral agencies. Like a mother looking after her beloved children, the three main goals of public finance management are efficient allocation of resources, distribution of income, and macroeconomic stabilization. Because resources available to government are limited, the state must be able to prioritize when and where these limited resources should go. The act of spending results in the transfer of resources from one sector to another. Thus, distribution of resources should be distributed to different income levels and sectors. Sound management of resources should be a means to overall fiscal discipline that can sustain growth with proper safeguards from economic crisis. So why should you be concerned with PFM? Remember your country's piggy bank? Part of it is from your taxes. That means your country is managing part of your wealth. And as a citizen, you are the ultimate beneficiary of public finance management. Your needs should come first. Planning should have you in mind, and services should help increase your quality of life. Managing the finances of a single household requires participation of every member of the family, not just the parents. Likewise, managing an entire country's resources requires the efforts of a lot more actors, not just the government. In a household, the financial questions do not end. Once the family analyzed what happened with their resources the previous month or year, new needs arise and new questions follow. In a country, this is called the public finance management cycle. The planning stage involves the identification of needs, priorities, strategies, policies, and programs. Budgeting entails the identification and allocation of the country's resources. This involves securing money for priority programs across agencies and sectors. Managing expenditure is the implementation of the budget and is carried out through the fiscal year. This also includes the procurement of goods and services. Performance assessment entails evaluating government spending in relation to priorities and goals set during the planning phase. This stage answers questions of accountability. Like the members of a family working together to maintain the family's resources, you and other citizens have roles to play in the various phases of the PFM cycle. In many instances, the participation of citizens lead to better identification of needs and prioritization of programs. As citizens, monitoring how the government allocates its money allows you to understand and give feedback on which needs are not being sufficiently met. Participatory expenditure tracking involves citizens looking at the implementation of government programs and delivery of services. Procurement monitoring, on the other hand, empowers citizen monitors to participate in the bidding and awarding of contracts. Citizen scorecards and participatory audit are two mechanisms that citizens can use to hold government accountable. So, What is the significance of this cycle? In order to ensure social accountability, the link from one stage of the PFM cycle to the next must be sustained. The PFM cycle is not the sole territory of few people. It should be a partnership between citizens and their government. As direct stakeholders of this process, you can help ensure that everyone benefits from every step of the public finance management cycle.
Hi, this is George Kao, and today I present you with a simple tool that will help you create a healthier relationship with your money. I've been using this tool for at least 5 years. Probably, I can't remember how long it's been, but as long as at least 5 years, and it really has improved my sense of financial security. And having greater sense of financial security has given me more creativity and courage in my business. And I think it'll really help you to have a less anxiety and greater sense of control over your money as well. So let's get going. And this tool is free, and I'll show you how to get to it later. So this tool works best if you have a separate savings account. Okay. So first thing you do is you come into this tool and you fill out your goal amounts for whatever categories you want to fill out. So I don't have any children at this time, so I wouldn't put anything there, but I do have pets. So let's say, and these are kind of emergencies, so if something happens and you don't have insurance to cover it, what would you like to have an amount in there? I have pet health insurance, but there's a deductible, and I think the deductible is something like, $500 or something like that. So I'm just going to put $500. Okay, as the goal amount. Dental emergency, depending on what you think yours might be, but I think, let's say, $1,000 would be safe for that. Car emergency, so I don't actually need a car for my work, but if you do, and if your car breaks down, you need to fix it, do you have money set aside for that? It's really nice when you do. So let's just say $1,000 as well. Computer tech appliances. So if your computer breaks down, for me, for example, my computer is incredibly important for my day-to-day work. And so if my computer breaks down, I need to fix it or buy a new one. I need to have money set aside for that. And so I'm just going to say $1,500 there. Vacation. It's really important to take vacations on a regular basis for your own sanity, renewal, not burning out, creativity, etc., etc. Vacations don't have to be expensive, so I'm just going to put in here, let's just say, I'll put in 1,000, okay? 6 months of living expenses, depending on what your regular monthly expenditures are, you multiply that by 6. It's a good idea to try to save for a 6-month living expenses buffer, just in case your income for some reason stops and you need to live off your buffer for a little while. So I'm just going to say, let's say your living expenses each month is, $4,000. 6 months would be 24,000. Okay, 24,000. And you can even start this by saying, you know what, I'm just going to make it something doable, more doable for now, and I'm just going to say 3 months since I haven't saved anything here. I'm just going to do that. For retirement account, now this is also really helpful to continue saving for your retirement. I'm just going to put in 10,000. Okay. Business improvement, funds so that you can hire a business coach or invest in some business systems or whatever. Just going to say 2,500. Okay. Dream project, maybe you want to invest in real estate or whatever. For parents, if you feel like you need to support them, charity. And finally, this taxes thing is hard to say what the goal is, but basically, every month that you make money, you should set aside 30% for taxes. So let's say that the past month you made, let's say you made $3,000. Then you set aside $1,000. Okay, and then the current amount is every month when you transfer money into your savings account, try to save a little bit for each of these categories. So let's say you save $1,000, well, let's say you save $500. And then you're going to save another $50 here, $100 here. You just, so that this month, you save $650, transfer that into your savings account, and then you have this much left that you know you're going to keep going. So just keep updating on a month-to-month basis, and I'm hoping that this is helpful for you to, as you keep updating every month and transferring more money into your savings account, eventually you want these numbers and the goal amounts to get to zero, so that you've met your goals, and that way you feel like, gosh, I have $30,000 in my savings account, and now I know what that's really set aside for. So I hope that's helpful. I'm always open to your questions. Oh, one thing I want to show you how to use it is you first have to be logged in to your Google Drive account. Google Drive is free. I use it every day. Log into your Google Drive account and then go ahead and click on the link that's in the notes of this video, and the link will bring you to this page. You then click on use this template, and that will allow you to copy this for yourself. And the yellow cells, by the way, are formulas, and don't touch those. Those are automatically updated. You just fill in everything in the white cells, and these are just for your own comments if you want to write anything there. So I hope this is helpful, and let me know if it works for you. All right, take care.